So let's see if I go over here. It should be the first stream on the refresh the page. Remember, it's a little delayed, so if not, I might have typed it incorrectly again. Let's go over here to sources. Screen capture. Add source. Now let's see if it works. Yes, it's working.
Hey! Looking for a game to capture.
Okay, here we go. There we go. I fixed it. I was like, I paid $300 for the software. It better be working. Now, software prices aren't really a thing. You know, I do anything for you guys on my channel. Let's see here. Let's do Bluetooth devices. I'm gonna hook up this controller real quick. To devices, add device. Be under...
I can move using the computer.
Connect. Ready to go. You want to pray?
Yeah.
Alright, and then let's go over to here. There we go. We're all set up for the thing. Resume. Alright, so this is going to be an intense matchup. I'm going to be your narrator today, Ryan, the host of the channel. My sister is going to be the one playing. It's going to be a very intense matchup. Make sure you are on the stream thing so I can see the chat. Here we go.
This woman crying, but for what? That's a fish. Save the fish.
This is your host, Ryan. Welcome back to my channel. Do you have anything to say?
I like turtles.
I like turtles. My name is Jeff. 21, 69, 420. What do these numbers have in common? Pop quiz. According to your watching this, that did not happen. She can piss off. Hey, we got 2 likes.
I like it.
Somebody else liked it, so that means according to like it.
Alright, there's the card.
Oh, it's me and you that's in my stream. Do you mind playing that in the background for 4,000 hours so I can get paid off YouTube? I need 4,000 watch hours. Which honestly, I just stream for that long and probably get my watch hours easily.
The android sent by Cyberlife. It's fire.
If you guys are watching this, please stay as long as you can. I need watch hours, so even if you don't want to watch my stream, please just do me a favor and run in the background. Trying to make a decent profit off of this. I spent $5,000, almost $6,000 on this gaming setup for you guys. I will be doing a game setup tour in a video upcoming. Because I need to show you guys my gaming setup when it's completed. It's not fully completed yet. I got a bunch of games. I got my PC. I got my monitor. I got my sister a PC. She's on the side watching my stream. So that way she can comment in the chat. She will be your moderator for today. I got an Xbox One X, an Xbox 360, a Nintendo Switch OLED, a regular Nintendo Switch. I got my iPad over here on the side, so whenever it's just me streaming, I can view my chat on there. I can also view it on my stream, but I don't like the overlay like that. It kind of feels awkward to me. And honestly, I don't know if you can see it on your end because I don't really watch that end most of the time. But if you guys want to see day-to-day content, you guys are going to have to comment down below in the comment section. I'll probably upload this as a regular video as well. Because, give me 1 second. Let me make sure it's actually recording. Yes, it is. Okay. I'll probably be uploading this as a regular video as well. Because that way I can get my watch hours faster and support more day-to-day content for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of different stuff. I got a nice sound bar and a couple other things that I still need to get to organize a little bit better. You know how it is. My dad's being a clown in the other room. Look at the freaking delay. I need to get in Elgato so there's no delay. I'm gonna get a 4K 60 plus, but I need to make some profit off of these videos for you guys if you want better content, you know what I'm saying? Do you guys want some Fortnite live streams? If so, leave me a note in the comment section.
I won't play Fortnite with us.
You don't have to, you just have to monitor my streams for me. And we're gonna do intermissions with ads so I get paid for it. Fortnite sponsors me for my Fortnite live streams. I'm like the top 10 in the world right now on the World Cup.
You're under Ninja though.
What?
Aren't you under Ninja?
Yeah. I'm top 10 in the World Cup. My PC thing is Ninja's Hyper, his old home gamer tag. I also have another one that's OP at everything. It's 15 in the world if you want to add me on that. I use my ult a lot too. If you want some Save the World videos, just let me know. I can do some gameplay. I can do some weapon reveals, some other stuff on there. Just let me know what you guys want. I got Call of Duty in the works. I got some Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I got the new Assassin's Creed on PC. I got some other stuff I'm going to be doing with my Uncle Danny. He wants to do some live streams and stuff with me. So we're going to probably do some gameplay of a new game that's coming out. Just let me know what you guys want. And I'll be for sure to fill what you need. And I'm going to be doing day-to-day live streams. Every single day. Just let me know what you guys need. Doesn't even say you're watching.
Man down. Idiot even.
What teams are preparing for assault and
Look, I have a donation thing. If they click support the stream, they can donate directly to me. Oh, that's cool. You know how it is. I'm gonna look up some stuff on this guy.
What are we waiting for? We should take down this asshole.
Don't come any closer or I'll jump! Hi, Daniel! My name is Connor! How do you know my name? I know a lot of things about you. I've come to get you out of this. I know you're angry, Daniel, but you need to trust me and let me help you. I don't want your help. Nobody can help me. All I want is for all this to stop. I just want all this to stop. Are you armed? No. I don't have a gun. You're lying. I know you have a gun. I'm telling you the truth, Daniel. I came here unarmed. They were going to replace you, and you became upset. That's what happened, right? I thought I was part of the family.
This is what I
I
want.
thought I mattered. But I was just their toy. Something you throw away when you're done with it. know you and Emma were very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing wrong. She lied to me! I thought she loved me. But I was wrong.
She's just like all the other humans.
There's no way out, Daniel. What you've done is too serious. The only question is whether or not you take another innocent life. It's not up to you. I'm holding all the cards. If I die, she dies. You hear me? I can't stand that noise anymore. Tell that helicopter to get out of here. There. I did what you wanted. You have to trust me, Daniel. Let the hostage go, and I promise you, everything will be fine. I want everyone to leave! And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
There's stuff I missed. Or different outcomes. Yeah, there's definitely stuff I missed.
Yeah, it looks like it. Murder. What?
I killed the,
We are all the result of the choices we've made. Every decision, every word, every silence defines who we are, who we will be, who we could have been. You can choose to live with your head down, stay in line, obey orders, and become who everybody wants you to be. Or you can choose to stand up, fight for what you believe in, and become who you really are. Through our decisions, we write our own story. Now it's time to make my choices, to decide who I will be. My name is Connor. I'm the android sent by Cyberlife. My mission is to stop the deviants. That's what I was designed to be. But what I do now is up to you.
would you like to replay this scene? Should I say yes or no?
No.
Alright, that's it then. That's the demo.
Give me 1 second, we'll try something else. I'm trying to log into this. give us 1 second, we'll return to stream. We're taking a brief intermission. Consoles, I don't know which one I want. every single little bit of thing on here. Let's see here. Let's go to calculator. I'm gonna put that there so it's out of my way. I'm gonna add up all the trade prices for all of this. The video games.
Your order's still streaming, right?
Yeah, no.
Did you want to stop or?
No, I'm gonna keep it going. Alright, now let's see here. Assassin's Creed. $7.70 for a $60 game. Plus. But yeah, they give more for a basketball game, okay.
Or bias.
Plus. $24.20. Well, just 3 games, I'm at almost 50 already. Jumanji. At almost 100, which is PlayStation 5 games. Let's see. PlayStation 5. Let's see here. Why is it so freaking hot in here? Why is it so hot in here?
I don't know.
they give me $30.80 for this game right here. $16.50 just for this game. Wow, I didn't think that was worth that much. So $240 worth with just these games is what GameStop would give me in trade credit. And I spent a lot more than $200 for those games. Now let's look up Nintendo Switch AC adapter. $3.30 they'll give me for this. Cost like $30. Let's see here, Joy-Cons. They'll give me, what, $220 for this console?
Same place every fucking time.
So 44 bucks, and I got 3 of them, so plus 44.
Hey Ryan,
Yeah,
can I have one of your cream soda things?
yeah. So I got all 3 of those. Now let's do Rainbow Six Siege Deluxe.
I thought it was Sage, but alright. Scared the dog, Ryan. What's the dog doing?
Let's see if I get Rainbow Six and should come up with the right one I need. Woohoo, I'm rich. $1.10. Let's go over here to HDMI. Let's just say get everything? Oh, I'm missing something. Oh, wow.
Hey Ryan, what football player is that?
It's a girl, Millie guy.
That is a guy. That is Billy Joe Armstrong, first of all. How dare you?
Whoa.
Really, cord.
Yeah, I see that. I added up all my games, just my games low on GameStop trade credit. Over $700 worth of games I have. 656 games at. Me and Haley just finished our live stream. Live stream over 2,000. On 3 different platforms though, because it's how I spread out my live stream. Make donations. I didn't make any donations this time though. Some sometimes people donate to my stream and stuff, and I like doing so you can watch. I'm gonna save that estimate. Alright, let's see here.
Johnny Ranch's friction weld. Let's find out.
Just want to let you know that I fucking hated that sound that I just heard.
He's so
Did
dumb.
I tell you I bought our car from Carvana?
Yeah, man.
It was so easy. I found the perfect.
Look at
This
this
video
guy.
is sponsored by iFixit. I bought 13 broken PS5s to see if I can fix them because I'm an idiot and because I make bad decisions. But either way, it's time to see if I can fix them, and I'll be answering your questions along the way. But first I need to test them and see what's all wrong. So here we go with PS5 number 1. I first need to check the ports, see if there's anything wrong there, and everything here looks good. HDMI port's good, USB ports are good, so now I'm going to plug it in and see if it turns on and see if the disk drive works. And here we go with PS5 number 1. Let's see if it powers on. Okay, all good so far. Next I'm going to test the disk drive, then we'll get it all set up and see if all the software works. All sounds good so far. And once again, so far everything's working fine. I have a disk inside installing Horizon Zero Dawn, and so far it's installing fine. I have it fully updated. I'm signed into PSN, so I know it's not blocked. So everything on PS5 number 1 is working fine. Which brings me to my first question that I get all the time. How is it that I buy salvage broken items and they end up working just fine? So I buy my salvage items from online liquidation websites. If you just type in liquidation websites in Google, you'll find a whole list of them, and that's where I buy my items. Now the stuff that I usually buy has not been taken apart by anyone, it's just been tested, and for some reason they've decided that it's faulty. Now in some cases, and we'll see how many out of this lot are not broken at all, but in some cases there's nothing actually wrong. Maybe they just thought there was something wrong and there actually wasn't. Maybe they didn't even have time to test it. I don't really know.
Hey,
Can I have my laptop back or what?
13 broken PS5s for my next video. I'm watching YouTube ideas. Did you pause it?
No.
Why, but for some reason they put working items into salvage lots. Now that sounds great and all, but the problem with that
Do you want to do
is
funniest?
the items are very expensive for things that are salvaged because a lot of these PS5s are most likely going to be broken
Not right
and take
now,
some
but
repair. And
eventually.
the ones that take
When I bring
repair,
my
I'm
face
not
cam,
going
we
to have
will.
any parts for. A lot of them I might not even be able to fix because I have nowhere to get parts for them. How much did I pay for these PS5s? I'll get into that in just a minute. Right now I'm going to finish testing PS5 number 1 and see if there's anything that ends up being wrong with it. So while this game is installing on PS5 number 1, I'm actually going to start checking out PS5 number 2 and just let this one install. And I already see what's wrong with PS5 number 2. We got a bad HDMI port. That one's easy to figure out. Let's move on to PS5 number 3. And the port on PS5 number 3 looks fine, so I'm going to plug it in and see what it does. PS5 number 1 is still installing the game, and I'm getting the update installed on PS5 number 3. And PlayStation number 3 is all set up. Let's test the disk drive here. Takes it in. Shows up here. Spins up. And it shows up on the screen. I'm going to get this installed and test it out, then we'll check out number 1 and see if we can play the game there. So another question I want to answer is why I would do this. And my simple answer is I believe in repair, and I enjoy repair, and I enjoy making videos for you guys to watch. I think that it's way better to fix the things we have rather than go out and just buy new stuff and throw the old stuff away. That's ultimately why I started this channel and why I buy stuff like this, even though on paper sometimes it doesn't make a lot of sense. On this particular lot, I think it makes a lot of sense because I think I will still make money even though some of these are going to be broken and I'm going to have to try and fix them, and probably some of them won't be fixable at all. So it looks like this one's all ready to try. I did install a small game onto this one because I don't want to install huge games on all of them because that will take quite a while. So I'm going to test it on a smaller game.
Ignore that. We're gonna ignore that.
So number 3 seems to work perfectly. I see no problems at all. Now obviously I haven't tested this long term, and I don't plan on testing each one of these long term. That would take hours and hours and hours. So instead what I'm going to do is when I list these for sale, I'm just going to say that I haven't tested these long term. I'll list out the things I know about it and the things I don't know about it. That way the buyer knows exactly what's been tested and what hasn't, and then they can spend accordingly. Now that I'm done testing this one, I'm going to get it reset to factory settings so it's all ready for the new owner. It sounds like number 1 is done installing, so let's check the game on number 1. Okay, and we do have a problem with number 1. It just freezes on the game and there's no inputs, like the controller just can't do anything with the controller and it's just stuck on the screen. See what happens if I take the disc out. Okay, the disc is coming out. Oh, here we go. Something went wrong with this game or app. So I'm going to save number 1 for later. We'll try and install a different game. Right now, let's move on to number 4. While the software is updating on number 4, let's talk about price. I paid $550 for each of these PlayStation 5s, and they don't even come with a controller. That's what I was talking about prices being high for this type of salvage merchandise, because even though there are some that are broken, and probably a lot of them, there will be some of these that aren't broken at all. And like I said, the other advantage is these have not been taken apart in most cases, unless they were taken apart by the person that bought it. In most cases, these haven't been taken apart by a repair person, and repairs have not been attempted. So because of those things, prices are super high for this type of device, even though a lot of them are actually broken. And the last question everyone has about these PS5s is where can they buy one from me? I'll get into that here in just a minute. This one's almost updated, so let's finish testing it. And PS5 number 4 also seems to be working great, so I'm going to get it reset and then start on PS5 number 5. So number 5 is still installing the disc. PS5 number 6 has kind of like it's kind of like glitching. The display will just blink for just a second at a time. It's not really doing it right now. It could be just a dirty HDMI port, so I'll clean that out while I'm testing it. But number 6 could be a problem. So number 5 is also working fine. I see no problems with it, so let's move on and keep testing PS5 number 6. So now you can see PS5 number 6 is having some major graphical issues. I think this is probably a major problem. I'm guessing it's probably even a GPU issue. I'm going to put a game in and see if it gets worse or see if it stays the same. And now the screen has totally blacked out. It's got record a problem, but you can't even read it. So I think this is probably bad news for PS5 number 6. Let's move on to PS5 number 7. So PS5 number 8 beeps, but doesn't actually turn all the way on, so I'm going to be looking at that one later. Number 7 should be almost done installing the disc, so we can test the game on that one and see if it's fully working. And number 7 is also having a problem with the game or app, so I'll be taking a look at that one later. Let's take a look at PS5 number 9. And we have yet another one that's freezing when I'm trying to play the game. So PS5 number 10 is doing that same thing that the other two PS5s are doing. So we'll take a look at that later. Let's move on to PS5 number 11. And for number 12, we also have major graphics problems. You can see there's little artifacts showing up on the screen, but nothing on the screen other than this black screen. So number 12 is going to need some work. Number 11, I'm just testing a game. So let's get to the last one, number 13. And here we have number 13. This is already loose. It's already missing some screws. I'm going to turn it on and see what it does. Okay, number 13 will beep once, but it doesn't actually power on. Number 11 over here all seems to be working normally. Number 13 definitely needs some work. Let's take a look at the numbers and see how many already work and how many we need to repair. So out of these 13 PS5s that I have, 4 of them already work fine, and the rest of these have various issues. I think the first one I'm going to tackle is the one where it shows that something went wrong with the game or app, because that's a problem with 3 of these PS5s. Now I know you're probably wondering, where am I going to be selling these? Well, as of the publishing date of this video, I've already sold several to my channel members and my patrons over on Patreon. As far as the rest of these PS5s go, I'm going to sell more over on Patreon and also for my channel members. I'll probably keep some around here just so I can experiment on, and then I also might throw 1 or 2 up on eBay just to see how they do on eBay. Now with that all being said, let's start the repairs. So let's start the repairs with number 1, number 7, and number 10, since they all have similar problems. Also, I did notice that I miscounted the ones where there's no problems found. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that have no problems. So let's start with number 1, and then go to these others that are all having the same problem, and see if we can figure out a fix to that problem. So the first thing I'm going to try and do is rebuild the database. So I'm going to push the power button until it beeps the second time. That'll bring up safe mode, then I'll rebuild the database and test it again.
Really? We're playing the one Xbox game, Rainbow 6. Alright.
Now while PS5 number 1 is installing the game again, let's move on to PS5 number 7 that has a very similar problem. Okay, and PS5 number 7 is done reinstalling the game first, so let's try this one.
Starting an online store is easier than you think. Let me show you how to quickly open one with Shopify. First, go to Shopify.com and start a free trial.
This video is sponsored by Skillshare. I bought 5 broken Xbox Series X consoles on eBay. Let's get them unboxed and see what all's wrong, and I'll answer your questions along the way. This first Xbox Series X didn't come in a retail box. We've got some glue on the front that should be easy to get off. And it definitely has been taken apart before. At least these 2 screws have been taken apart, and the seal has been broken here. So somebody's tried to fix this one already. We'll get to the diagnosis here in a minute. Let's get to the next Xbox. Hey, this one looks like it actually comes with all of the retail packaging. And does it have a this one comes with the controller as well. Controller is in nice condition. Even has batteries in it. Okay, cool. Now let's check out the console. On the side of the box, this one does say no power. We'll be able to test that in just a minute here. Let's see what kind of condition it's in. All right, and we have one that has not been taken apart and is in pretty good condition. That doesn't sound good. Let's see what we got inside here. Okay, here's the console. Okay, that looks like probably just some batteries rolling around. No big deal. So the controller on number 3 got some scuff. This controller's definitely been used. It's got some scuffs and some scratches. It's not been taken apart. That's good news. Already got some finger cheese in the cracks. That's gross. And here we go with number 4. Console's just kind of loose in there. Interesting shipping method. We do have a controller, cool. And we got the cables. And the controller looks to be in decent condition. Let's check out the console. And another one that has not been taken apart. That's always good news for me. Okay, pretty good condition. And here we have Xbox Series X number 5. And we have another controller and the console. And the controller looks pretty good. Definitely used, but looks to be in good condition. And the Xbox itself is also in great condition and has not been taken apart. Now that we've gotten a look at all 5, let's plug them in and see what's wrong. So let's try Xbox number 1 and see what happens. Makes noise, that's good. Let's see if it comes up on the screen. Okay, we do get a picture on the screen. So everything seems to be working fine on Xbox number 1. I'm going to put a disc in and see what happens. Okay, and the disc comes up and it's installing. So far, everything seems normal with Xbox number 1, so this is great news so far. I will have to do more testing on this later, but for now, let's move on to Xbox Series X number 2. And here we go with number 2. Okay, we definitely have no power. Okay, let's move on to number 3 and see if we can figure out what's going on with number 3. Okay, for number 3, let's see if it starts up. Okay, it is starting up. Let's see if we get something on the screen. So far, nothing on the screen. I'm going to test the disc while we're testing that. Okay, it does pull the disc in. The disc does seem to be spinning up normally, but unfortunately we still have no picture, so that seems to be the problem with number 3. Let's move on to number 4. Okay, and here we go, number 4. Bummer, no power on number 4. And now time for number 5. Okay, and here we go, number 5. Let's see what happens. Okay, startup chime, that's good. Oh, looks like we get a power on and off issue. So it looks like number 5 is powering on and then right back off. Now that we have some ideas of what's going on with each of these, it's time to take a look at each one and get them taken apart. So let's start out by testing Xbox Series X number 1. So when I first tested this first Xbox, everything worked fine and I couldn't find anything wrong with it. Now when I just try to power it on, it won't even turn fully on. It will make the beep like it's gonna turn on, but then it won't actually turn on and the light doesn't come on. So I think the first thing we need to do is put in a new power supply, one that we know is good, and see if that will fix the problem. Now the good news so far is it looks like nothing in here has been taken apart. There's no marks on any of these screws. So whoever had this apart, I think, just took the back cover off and then probably didn't go any further. So that's great news. That means that likely nothing in here has been messed with. But now it's time to get down to this power supply and put a known good one in there and see if that'll fix it. So I randomly just decided to try and turn it on again, and now it's working just fine. I'm not sure what I would have done that would have changed it. I don't see anything I would have done that would make it work randomly, so now I'm not sure what to think of this one. Oh, there we go, now it's doing the same thing. Okay, so it did turn on several times, but now you can see it's back to doing the exact same thing. So what I'm going to do is get more of this apart, and then once I have all the guts out of the middle, then I'll actually try and start it up with it just sitting on my bench once I have all the pieces out, and then we'll see what it does.
Some people say our trade-in process feels too easy. They can't believe it's 100% online and gives them a competitive offer that won't change for 7 days. An offer that they can put toward their new car. Some people can't.
Okay, and now we have this Xbox out of its enclosure. Let's try and turn it on. Definitely not. It is making some noise over here though. I'm gonna get my microphones up close, so hopefully you'll be able to hear that. So it's kind of like a little bit of a tick or a pop right in here. Let's try one more time. Okay, and this time we actually get a light right here. So this time it's actually fully turning on. You don't want it to turn it on too long. Oh, there it goes off. I don't want to have it on too long because we don't have a fan on here. That is interesting though, it'll randomly turn on and off. So I feel like the chances of it being just a power supply are probably not good. I almost feel like maybe there's something going on in here. But it could be still the power supply. There is a possibility that maybe it's not sending enough power into the motherboard. So I'm still going to try and put a new known good power supply in this and then see what happens from there. Now I've got a known good power supply installed in this Xbox Series X. I know that because I usually make very clever markings such as good. So I know that it is indeed a good power supply. So now I'm going to try and turn it on and see if it'll stay on. So far so good. I'm going to try and turn it back off and turn it back on several times and see if it works normally or if it turns off on its own like it was doing. So with this known good power supply, this Xbox Series X is working flawlessly. I've turned it off and on several times, and there have been absolutely no problems. It's staying on the whole time, unlike when we had the other power supply in that I think is probably faulty. So let's take that power supply apart and see if we can figure out what's going on with it. And I have to start off this segment by saying, please don't mess with power supplies on your own. These things can give you a very bad shock, and if you don't know what you're doing, you can hurt yourself very badly, so just please don't try this at home. I, however, am a trained YouTube professional, so I'm going to dig in. That was just a joke. I have lots of experience outside of YouTube, which is why I'm opening this power supply. So now I have to try and remove this top cage. We've got these plastic clips right here that we need to disengage. Now we need to remove this bottom plastic from the top plastic. And there we go. Now we have the inside of the power supply open, and we can start diagnosing it. I can tell you right now, this power supply looks different than the other known good power supply that I have, but I bet it has most of the same parts. Now, in order to really see what's going on here, we need to remove this green board from this bottom plastic piece, and most likely it's got a bunch of epoxy down there, which makes it a real pain to get off. So I just use some plastic tools and just start prying up wherever I can. Okay, that actually wasn't that bad. That was way easier than the other ones I've done, and there's nothing on the bottom here. So then we've got a heat plate down here that we need to remove. So we need to desolder here, here, and actually it looks like all. So we'll get that off, and then we'll see what's underneath. All right, and I immediately see what I think most likely is the problem with this. You can see this brown spot here. This probably indicates that the chip underneath is getting very warm, which probably indicates that the chip is faulty. I'm going to remove all of this gunk and see what the chip is that's underneath. It even shows right on the board where the glue is supposed to go. I was thinking this was going to be one large chip, but there are 4 smaller chips here. So next, I'm going to get out my thermal camera, then we'll plug it back in and see if we get any one of these heating up. Okay, and we've got our thermal camera ready. Now I just need to plug it in, turn it on, and we'll see if anything gets hot. All right, and you can even see on the thermal cam before I even turn it on, those parts are hot already. Now let's turn it on and see what it does. Okay, and now we have a lot more warmth over there, and it looks like that's the only other place. Now, it is staying on right now, but I bet it will turn off before too long. So it looks like maybe these chips and maybe even this chip is faulty. Woo, that is very warm to the touch. That's definitely a problem. Over 302 degrees Fahrenheit. I can't believe it's staying on, but it is for now. So Xbox Series X #1 needs either a new power supply or to replace those chips on the power supply board. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to find parts right now, and there may not ever be a place to buy these types of parts because Microsoft does not offer parts for anyone to repair this type of a problem. Unfortunately, manufacturers in the US do not have to provide parts for all of the devices they sell. This Xbox could be fixed with just a couple dollar part, but unfortunately, it's just going to sit here until I can hopefully find a part for it someday. I will keep it around here in my shop in hopes that someday I will be able to find parts for it, but for now, let's move on to Xbox Series X #2. And no power at all. I already suspect maybe we have another power supply issue, but let's get it apart, install the known good power supply, and see what it does. But before I get it apart, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. If you're like me, you're always trying to learn new things and get better at the things that you already know. You can take classes in the first 1,000 people to use that I've worked on that have a power problem, because there's just absolutely no power at all getting to anything. All of the issue is.
Use Square Web Payments SDK to build a responsive payment form. Customize your front end, accept all the ways to get paid.
So what I'm looking for now is any evidence of any faulty components. So any burn marks, any bubbles on the top of these chips, anything like that that might indicate that the component is faulty. And so far I just see no evidence of any of these components being faulty, and I just see nothing on either of these boards that's obvious. So now I'm going to start checking fuses, then we'll hook it back up and check for voltages, and maybe even run our thermal camera over it to see if there's any obvious problems that way. Okay, so we have this all apart, but together enough that I can install the power supply to check voltages and make sure we're getting voltage where we need it. This is definitely the recommended setup for testing. That's a joke. Like I said before, don't try this at home, please. Okay, we're gonna test for 12 volts down here. And we do not have 12 volts. Let's test for 12 volts down on the bottom pins. There's not 12 volts down on the bottom pins either. So the only thing I can think of is this power supply may somehow sense when this connector is plugged in, may sense one of the chips on the board, and that tells the power supply to turn on possibly. I could be wrong though. I'm going to disconnect these cables and then see if we have the 12 volts on our pins on the power supply. Let's check our voltage. Okay, we do have 12 volts now, so that means there's some way that this power supply is communicating with the motherboard, and that's making it so the power supply is not sending voltage to the motherboard to turn on. So I don't know if it's this side or this side. So I'm going to plug this in and see if those voltages go away. Okay, we still have 12 volts. So my thinking is that it's probably not a problem up here, but a problem down on this bottom motherboard. Now, I am not an expert at diagnosing a lot of these board level power problems, so this is kind of all just experimenting, so I could be wrong in some of my reasoning, but this is what makes sense to me, so I'm going to start looking at this bottom board, see if I can find any short circuits, anything that could possibly be causing problems. So the next thing I'm going to do is check for resistance between the positive and negative pins on the power supply connector. This is the positive side right here. This is the negative side. Okay, that's a problem. So we only have 10 ohms between this side and this side, the positive and negative. There should be very, very, very high resistance, and this is showing very low resistance. That means that likely one of these components that is attached to both the ground and the positive is shorted out. So now it's just a matter of figuring out which one it is.
Starting an online store is easier than you think. Let me show you how to quickly open one with Sharp.
What's going on, Legit Nation? Welcome back to the Legit Vlog. I hope your day is going good today, but if it's not, I hope that somehow this vlog can make you feel better. So if you're new, my name's Tim. Welcome to the vlog. Let's make today a very legit day, and let's make sure that you guys are having a good day, because I don't want any of you guys to be sad. I don't want any of you guys to be upset. And if you're going through anything right now, I'm here for you. So without further ado, let's begin the vlog, and let's make today a very legit day. Alright guys, so what's up, man? We linked up with my boy JP, you guys already know. Anyways, right now we gotta go handle a couple business, but today's gonna be a really good day because we're actually gonna check out this vintage shop that is owned by some of my friends. So we're gonna try to sell some of my old vintage stuff that I used to thrift. Speaking of thrift, we might get back into thrift tomorrow. What? I think we might thrift tomorrow, so make sure y'all stay tuned. But today's vlog, nonetheless, is gonna be great. So let's go handle some business and let's get this taken care of. She said, do you like Yeezys? I say only partially. I only wear no socks with my Yeezys. I'm sorry. Alright guys, so we have just arrived at the FedEx Center. My boy is applying for a new job today. How are you feeling?
I'll be delivering your next package.
Alright, dope. So my boy's Ultra Boost keep on getting dirty, and he needs Scotch Guard. He needs it.
That's the new thing.
What'd you say about Scotch Guard? Like it won't make him dirty? Yeah. Really? It'll just slide off? Wow. Better for y'all today, man. Alright guys, we got some hot content coming up, guys. Unboxing JP. Subscribe to the new channel, JP Unboxing. You know, thanks for the freshest unboxing. Here we go. There it is. Oh my gosh, bro. He's a full-time YouTuber now. That's it. It's over. It's over. He's full-time YouTuber now. It's already over. The game's over. The game is over. That's it. It's over. I have a couple items that I thrifted in the past that I need to get rid of. So we're here at a local San Antonio vintage shop. We're gonna see if we can sell it. We're gonna see what's good. You know, my dude's selling shoes right here. You try to sell them. Let's see what they got. Okay. Oh, no boost though. Dang. It's only. I got boost. Do you really? Let's see some boost. Bro, what are they? Vlogging? Vlogging? Is it really dead already?
Yeah, I didn't even charge the battery.
Are y'all resellers or what? Dope.
What size are all your shoes?
Anything from 8.5, 9 to
those Concord
it's like 11 or 10.
I'm good right now, bro. I'm good. So yeah, we got all this stuff in here we're trying to sell. And then we got the 2 polo bears, and then we got like a polo bag in there too. So a couple items, bro. Cool, bro. Alright, so I haven't been here in a while, but this is their new location. So these guys are super cool. They're like 2 thrifters that came out of SA. They're the reasons why I don't thrift anymore, because they take all the good stuff before they open. But I want to check out the shop, man, because they're really good guys. So let's see what they have, man. I mean, I'm not too much into vintage as I used to, but you never know what you can still find. You got some GTA 5, baby. GTA 5. Bro, this hat right here is fire, bro. This hat is fire. San Antonio Spurs. Gotta represent the 2-1. Oh, you already know, son. And that bait, too. That bait? Okay. How much is this one? 25. Not bad. Not bad, bro. Not bad at all. Dang, bro. They got that old heat in here, man. I haven't seen a pair of these in a minute. Well, I don't think I've ever seen a pair of these with the Nike on the back in person. This is crazy, guys. This is true Michael Jordan old school, man. True Michael Jordan old school. So my boy's a Supreme hype beast. Supreme, bro. Do you even skate, bro? He's a fan of the skateboarders, though. He's trying to start. You're trying to start, though. Would you? Okay, Supreme or Babe? Supreme or Babe? I already know your answer, though. Supreme. All right, no Supreme, baby. I'm a Babe, baby. Babe all day, son. Yo, we found this dope Tommy gang for the church days. You already know, for the church days. Too bad it's an XL. Too bad it's an XL. We're back. We just hit up the hot tub for a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of feeling tired. I kind of needed a break, so we kind of got in the hot tub for a little bit. We were chilling. But man, the city looks beautiful tonight. I always like showing off the view because like I live here for a reason, because I wanted to show y'all the view. So I had to show y'all the view. But we just got out of the hot tub, and I think we're about to hop over to the mall right before they close, because it is Friday and we're trying to get lit tonight, fam. We're trying to get some content in for you guys. Yo, bro. So before we go to the mall, look, I know that you wanted to play Xbox, so I bought another Xbox controller from Wish, fam. And it says Xbox. It was like, the thing was like $30, I think. But the thing is, feel the quality of it, bro. Like, it doesn't feel good at all, bro. Do you feel that? Dang, it feels weird. It feels weird, right? Like, it feels dumb, right? It looks good, but it feels weird. It feels super cheap, right? John, come feel this, bro. What do you think, bro? What do you think, bro? It doesn't feel like Xbox quality, bro. What do you think? It feels weird, right? It doesn't feel like Xbox. Bro, what if we tried to go into GameStop and sell GameStop this controller? I feel like that would be hilarious. I don't know if they would want to buy it or not, but let's go to the mall. While we're at the mall, I'm gonna try to sell this Xbox controller to GameStop. Maybe they'll buy it, maybe they won't. I don't know. Let's go see. I honestly have no idea if this is a real controller or not. A lot of you guys were saying that it's a real controller because they don't sell fake technology on Wish, but honestly, it does not feel good at all. Alright, so we're trying to make it to the mall right now. I don't know if we're gonna make it to the mall because it closes in like 10 minutes. guys. It closes in like 10 minutes, but we're trying to make sure the mall, it's down the street, like it's literally right, it's like 2 minutes walk, so hopefully we'll make it to GameStop. Let's try to get this up, man. All right, ready, bro? Driving to San Antonio Riverboat. Let's go. Driving to San Antonio. Hey, chill, John. You're gonna get us thrown out of the city. We're gonna be banned from San Antonio, bro. Chill.
Bro, I was gonna get on the freaking
You were not gonna get on the wheel, bro. Were you really gonna get on the wheel? Oh my god. Okay, so finally, guys, we made it to River Center. We are gonna sell this controller to GameStop. I'm not sure if they're gonna take it or not. It's a fake controller. I'm gonna be honest, but let's see if they will take it or not. I don't know, because I bought a controller like this from GameStop before. All right, guys, so we're just at GameStop right now. Let's hop inside and sell the controller, baby. You already know how it goes. Another day, another legit vlog. Low key though, because Logan has so much. You guys still open, man? Cool, cool. Hey, are you guys buying controllers right now? You are? Okay, let me check this one out. How much do you guys give it? It's like a new controller. I never used it or anything.
Now, what are you trying to get, man? Some cash or trade towards it?
Probably like $100. Nah, I'm just playing, bro. I'm just messing with you, bro. Yeah, no, I'm just messing with you, bro. Like a pawn shop, right? Like a pawn shop show or something.
Right. Everybody watching the pawn shop, man.
Yeah, bro, I'm trying to get $100.
All right, man. You got the console up here with us, man?
I do, yeah, actually, I do. Yeah, I have a phone number. So y'all just go off like the typical like pricing, or how does it work? Or you just like look at it and you're like, yo, here's my offer. You want to take it? Yeah. Okay, for sure. Yeah. I actually personally have not tried it out, honestly.
Did I tell you I bought a car from Carvana?
Yeah, man.
It was so easy. I found the perfect car.
Yeah, no, I haven't used it yet. I think there might be still like plastic on it. So what time do y'all typically close here? Like at 9? Yeah. Oh, okay. You're ready to go right here? I'm ready to go play some Fortnite, baby.
We still got a ways to go.
Takes that long to look at the controller stuff. That's crazy, bro.
Trying to find the right moment, so you type it in there.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, so I'm like the last person here, right here. I don't want to cut into y'all's Fortnite time, bro.
All right, so for the controller by itself, it's $25, but
$25.
There's an additional 20%.
Okay.
So it comes up to $32.50, but that's only for store credit. And if you're looking at cash, it'll actually drop it down. You're looking at $24.
Yeah. Would you like trade for GTA or? I'm just messing with you, bro. Nah, that's fine, bro. Yeah, we could do the cash. Yeah, bro, just test it out. See if it works. Like, I haven't even tested it out yet. You know what I'm saying? I just got it in the mail. But I don't really need an extra controller, so I'm about to make some money. I need some VC, right? I don't have any because I don't play 2K. That's why. So we could play 2K. Finally, we can play 2K. Dang, y'all got that little game system in the back that y'all game on right during work. For real? Not even during lunch? Wow. Cruelty, bro. Cruelty.
You think we working, man? We're playing games all day.
Y'all need to become Twitch streamers, bro, and then y'all be in the good.
Right. Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, I know, right? How much did you say you were gonna give me? $32.50 store credit. Okay. I don't know, bro. I mean, you said either 25 store credit or 32.50 store credit, or 24 cash. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, if I want to buy Fortnite, I actually have. Well, actually, Fortnite's free though. The Battle Royale, right? I haven't tried the Battle Royale yet. Honestly, man. The full game of Fortnite. What do you get when you buy the full game? You're good. It works.
So get your choice. Was gonna have that flavor. So like a little campaign stuff has a couple other.
Okay. So you said 24?
24 cash.
Okay.
And I need that for them.
Okay, and y'all closing right now, right?
We're already closed.
Yeah, because I only have one controller though. Can I? Is it cool if I come back tomorrow? Yeah, that's fine. I'll just come back tomorrow, bro. Today? Okay. Bonus today?
Yeah, the bonus is just for
Yeah.
Otherwise,
let me see.
yeah, I like the best bonuses.
Yeah.
Taking it for that.
That's fine, bro. I'll just come back tomorrow because I think we might still try to game up and stuff like that. But Yeah, I'll just keep the controller for now, and then if I want to do it, I'll come back tomorrow.
Alright, bro. So honestly, here's the thing, right? I was gonna do it, right? I was gonna sell them, and I wanted to see if they would buy it because it is a problem that I think GameStop needs to stop because this is ridiculous. I spent $60 on a fake controller before when I bought. Look, she wants to be in the video. You want to be in the video? She was looking at me. All right. Anyways, forget her. It's a problem because I'm over here spending my hard-earned money, $60 on a fake controller, and they're buying fake controllers. So I wasn't gonna do it because I'm on camera and I'm not trying to like scam GameStop or anything like that or do anything illegal. But GameStop, you need to stop buying fake controllers because it's a bad problem. Because they're getting them from China and then they're selling us consumers fake controllers. It's not good, fam. It's not good. So, anyways, GameStop, I love y'all, but stop selling fake controllers.
Hey, what's up, dog? Hey, y'all want some clout? Y'all want some clout? They came back with some clout. Bro, y'all, hey! Bro, people are getting in fights over these, bro, and y'all are just rocking up like nothing, bro. Bro, are you kidding me, dog? Bro, do y'all dance all day, bro? All day, bro. Yo, shout out to these guys. They were in my Do You Want Clout video. Hey!
So we tried coming to Foot Locker, but as you guys can see, they're kind of closed. We tried to make a mall vlog, but they're closed. Wow. What do you think of this? I see my boy back there. I see my boy back there. Look at him. He's putting away the shoes. That's my boy right there. He doesn't see me. Hey, bro. Bro, he doesn't see me, bro. He's ready to get out of work. Hey, bro. Alright, guys, so we just finished filming at the mall, and now we're on the way to Ben & Jerry's because I got a DM from one of you guys. I got a DM from the Legit Nation saying, yo, come to Ben & Jerry's. I'm gonna hook you up, bro. Come through. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go show some Legit Nation, someone from the Legit Nation some love. So we're gonna go to Ben & Jerry's, and we're gonna see what's up, bro. We're gonna get some free ice cream. Hey. You're what? Show.